All right, what up, though? We in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Shout out to everybody that's watching live, watching on Twitch, Twitter. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, man. Appreciate the love and support, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching the replay. Either it's on Twitch, Twitter, or you listening to it on YouTube, or you listening to it on Spotify, Anchor, Amazon Podcast, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcast. A lot of ways you can watch it. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. If y'all listen to the podcast, man, you don't have to deal with the ads, or you don't have to deal with the we'll keep your screen on. If you don't have Android, you can't go picture on iPhone. I think they're introducing it, so you can listen to it. Audio is good, all that stuff. So hit my link tree out. You can find me on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public. I mean, a lot of different platforms you can listen to it. And you can watch it live on Twitter, Goodfella_TV313, I believe it is. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter. You can find all those links in my description. So shout out to Vinny Ochoa for donating to the channel. You want to financially support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, all through the screen, PayPal in the description, all that's in the link tree. Today we're going to talk about, shout out to Renard in the chat. Today we're going to talk about Tank tells Floyd to shut up on the Garcia fight. Arum talks why Errol and Bud is not a go yet. And Demetrius Andrade down bad. So we're going to speak on Demetrius Andrade. Then we're going to get to Floyd. We're going to close the show out with a nice segment about what Bob Arum said about why the Crawford and Spence fight hasn't happened. Linktree is pinned in the live chat. The first link in the description. Appreciate everybody for supporting the channel, right? So Demetrius Andrade, I was definitely going to talk about this. I was busy Friday and Saturday, so I thought about doing a live Saturday, but I was just busy, man. It felt like a Sunday because my Friday felt like a Saturday. I did a whole bunch of shit on Friday. Did some stuff on Saturday, cleaned up and stuff. But apparently, man, I seen this. I think it was Friday. I seen this dude, and I was watching this man and Demetrius Andrade, bro. Just let you know if you a victim of politics. That's why people don't know why. Be like, well, all the kids playing basketball, all the kids playing football, soccer, tennis, whatever they're doing, they're not doing boxing. All the youth, but probably one of the major reasons why people ain't really mess with boxing because it's politics. It's too much politics, bro. You know how many fighters out there that we haven't heard of that's world championship material who could be world champion, unified champion as politics? You know what I mean? Terence Crawford sitting out there, bro. You know how many guys like Terence Crawford just sitting out there, you know what I'm saying? Who just sitting out there, man, who got the talent but don't have the backing. It's a whole bunch of them type of guys out there. Whole bunch of them type of guys out there who, you know what I'm saying, who as good as Terence Crawford, as good as Demetrius Andrade, and don't have the opportunity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who don't get the opportunity, who get the shit in of the stick. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's super duper wild, man, and that's boxing politics for you. That's why people don't mess with it, because at the end of the day, You don't get an education. It's not guaranteed. No matter how talented you are, it's not guaranteed. Especially if you're a Black American, they seem that as the scum of boxing because we dominate, the sport so much. So they always looking for the next, Mexican star, next Puerto Rican star, the next British star. If it's African British, if it's whatever, Jamaican British, Canadian British, next Aussie, next Greek, next Greek Aussie. They always looking for the next big thing. So, why, going to a sport if you got other opportunities in football, basketball, baseball, you can go get an education. In baseball, you can make a lot of money early on. So why not go pursue that? Because if you don't make it in baseball or whatever, football, whatever, at least you got an education to lean back on. In boxing, bro, it's politics dictate your future too much in boxing. But here we in boxing. But here we go. Demetrius Andrade. It's sad to see, bro. And this dude, if he didn't hold the world title, this dude wouldn't even be nowhere to be found.
Chris Eubanks, you got offer a lot of money to fight me, bro. Over $1 million. For me, it's like over $1 million, bro. We're talking like I'm like, it's not for the fan's sake, bro. It's for your pockets, for your dad. It's for like your mom, your dad. I don't know if you got kids. I got kids. I got 4 kids, bro. You feel me? I do what I do. But there's a whole lot of money on the table for me and you to fight for the WBO super. And when I say super, I mean like super. Not super middleweight champion, but yo, bro, we are stars, bro. You're a star, I'm a star. I'm a superstar. You're a star. Got 2 losses. You're gonna make a lot of money. So put this fight together, bro. We talk about fighting somebody that's not even relevant to the situation. We need all the fans, all the UK fans, all the American fans, all the Cape Verdean fans that's already going to pull up. Trust me. I got Luxembourg. I got Amsterdam. I got UK. I got Africa. They're going to pull up to the O2 Arena. I want them to go all the way to London. O2 Arena to fight me in the backyard. My belt. Because Sky Sports know real fighting and real boxing. Thank you, Sky Sports, for putting the opportunity out there. Chris Eubanks, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop acting like that, bro. Stop acting like that. Let's make this money. Let's feed our kids. Let's give boxing fans what they're looking for. It's Demetrius Andrade versus Chris Eubanks. October, November, by the end of the year. And everybody, we're going to be a millionaire. So, stay tuned. Sneak.
All right, man. No, I did some research on Chris Eubanks' last fight. I think it was Liam Williams. He made a guarantee of $2 million versus Liam Williams. So, I mean, if I'm making $2 million versus Liam Williams, why the hell would I go fight a dangerous southpaw like Demetrius Andrade for $1 million? Come on, I'm about to probably make 3, 4, 5, 6 million fighting Conor Benn and fighting the welterweight. Everybody know Chris Eubanks don't have no shame in his game when it comes to fighting smaller guys or stooping to new lows. He don't have no ambitions on being a world level fighter. Chris Eubanks Jr. in there getting this money, milking the fans in the UK. If you milk a couple Americans, Asians, Chinese, whatever, Japanese, Indians, if you milk a couple other ethnic groups in between there, he don't really mind. After George Groves beat him with one arm, it didn't really matter, right? Switching trainers all the time, so he can't really get better. Floyd Senior trained him in the gym, then somebody else trained him during the fight. So, like I said before, man, like you begging Demetrius Andrade talking about he got $1 million on the table. That's nothing to him. He made 2 fight Liam Williams, who he beat easily. Now, if you talking about 4, 5, 6 million that Conor Benn type of money on the table, he's still gonna fight Conor Benn. And Chris Eubanks probably ain't even responded. He don't have to respond. Do you see how? Do you see how this look? For one, it look like he don't want nothing to do with Genevieve. That's what it looked like to me. That he don't want nothing to do with Genovic. That's what it looked like to me. He don't want nothing to do with Genovic. Right? He don't want nothing to do with Genovic. Nothing. He really looking like he ducking Genovic. So he trying to do whatever he not to fight. Maybe the money ain't worth it. Maybe he don't think he could beat Genovic. I don't know. But that title is the only thing that's keeping Demetrius Andrade relevant in the sport of boxing. Charlo don't want to fight him. He already said it. Chris Eubanks ain't said nothing. At least on his Twitter, he ain't said nothing. And he don't have to say nothing, bro. Demetrius Andrade has got the curse of being a black, slick, southpaw fighter. And also his biggest mistake and probably biggest curse is whoever advising him business-wise, has done a terrible job. Whoever told him to sign with LaGuardia, whoever Star Banner Boxing, whoever it was, they've done a terrible job of giving him advice. It's only one option to sign with Al Heyman. He should have did that, soon as he got, soon as, he dealing with Star and Banner Boxing, he was done with that. But when Eddie Hearn washed his hands of you, what else can you say? He didn't, he couldn't come to an agreement with Lard. Couldn't come to an agreement with Jamel Charlo. Him and Danny Jacobs friends. That ain't happened. The zone ain't forcing nobody that's not black to fight each other. So he's not forcing Canelo to fight him. They're not forcing Triple G to fight him. I'm telling you, they really don't care about bringing Devin Haney back neither. I heard that they was tired of losing money on Devin Haney and Demetrius Andrade. That was a rumor. Now Andrade gone, and I don't think Devin Haney going back to Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Once they didn't secure that George Kambosos fight, and now they talking about him fighting Lomachenko, Devin Haney gonna stay with the top rank. He ain't going back to the zone. The zone don't care shit about their black fighters, bro. Been hearing that. They don't care about their black fighters. Demetrius Andrade, Eddie Hearn helped him a lot with his last situation. He helped bury the hatchet financially with Star and Banner Boxing. And now he's free. And it's just a waste of a career, bro. And it's sad. Because we never going to see how good Demetrius Andrade could have been. You can blame Jamal Charlo. Heard that $7 million from Eddie Hearn at 10 wasn't even a real. Or that he didn't even send that one. He didn't even have the money. So Eddie Hearn really, the zone and Eddie Hearn wasn't really put no money behind Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade, you looking, they gave him $7 million to Mikey Garcia to fight Jesse Vargas, and they can't even put the money up for you, to get some of these other fights like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo gonna bring more money to the zone and more viewerships than the zone than Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas, than Mikey Garcia versus Sandor Martin. But hopefully he took care of that money, to be honest. Real spill. Hopefully the money that he made in boxing, he didn't took care of it, because if they strip him of this belt, or he loses his belt, or he refused to fight Genovic, or he get beat by Jen, his career over with. He gonna be a good journeyman, and everybody gonna want to fight Demetrius Andrade. But he's southpaw. So he had a lot of momentum coming out the amateurs. You look about how people talking about Terence Crawford shouldn't have signed with Top Rank. They was same Olympic the same year coming out the amateurs. It was the same year. Demetrius Andrade was a star coming out. He built his name on ESPN Friday Night Fights. He was a stud coming out. I remember watching his whole career. Everybody liked Demetrius Andrade. Terence Crawford was grinding, fighting in barns and fighting in on an undercard of fights. Terence Crawford got his business together. Y'all can say about the negotiations or who ain't having those negotiations. Terence Crawford got his business together. Andre Ward made mistakes in his career, signing back to Ten Goosen. The only reason he got that Ten Goosen contract, he was beefing with Ten Goosen. Dan Goosen was sending him to Southern California, places he couldn't sell. Andre Ward made mistakes in his career financially and business-wise. Terence Crawford really didn't have that margin for error. Andrade was an Olympian. Ward was a gold medalist, the last male gold medalist to win one. So Ward had margin for error. You know what I'm saying? But Terence Crawford didn't. And Terence Crawford, say what you want to say about Terence Crawford. He went from virtually unknown to the fans. Some things happened in amateur career's attitude and some situations held him back. But he didn't went to that to, financially secure. Talking about the investments that he made. He didn't hawk Demetrius Andrade. And in my opinion, he surpassed Andre Ward too in popularity. Say what you want to say. And imagine if Terence Crawford was an Olympian, where he would be at right now in the sport of boxing. Or imagine somebody signed him out to amateurs right away, and he had that back, and Terence Crawford be pound for pound, sold up. Errol Spence just be the cherry on top. Demetrius Andrade, had a head start, had a 200-meter head start on Terence Crawford. Andre Ward, 500-meter head start, whatever you want to say on Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford virtually hawked both of them down. And credit to him too. Signing with Bob Arum, but also he was the show in the ring. He's way more fan friendly to watch than Andre Ward and Demetrius Andrade, and I think that's part of it. But he handled his business. Andrade didn't handle his business. Andre Ward got his business together. He after 10 Goosen passed, his family let him out the contract, whatever the deal was. You know what I'm saying? And he got his business together. Got on BT, fought Kovalev, made some money. Demetrius Andrade, well, he had that second shift in career. Right now, Demetrius Sautier is handling his business right now. But you betting Chris Eubanks on the streets of Providence, wherever he at, just because I had 1 or 2 drinks, that meant me an alcoholic ass nigga, man. It's over. That built the only thing, saving Demetrius Andrade from being totally irrelevant. He down bad. When you bring Chris Eubanks Jr., Chris Eubanks Jr. He ducked Jamal Charlo as well. You don't see Jamal Charlo crying out there. Kobe, salute. Jocelyn, salute. I'm gonna star you a star. You star. He begging the UK's nigga to learn UK neighborhoods and shit. Nigga done found this atlas or some shit. He had to be drunk in this video. I don't think he was drunk, bro. You think he was drunk? I don't think he was drunk, bro. I don't think so, dog. I don't think he was drunk, man. In my opinion, I don't think he was drunk.
Chris Eubanks.
No, he not drunk. Maybe high.
Y'all offer a lot of money.
No, he not drunk. He might be high.
Over $1 million. For me, it's like over $1 million. Bro.
He not.
We're talking like I'm not like.
Just look at his mannerisms. He not drunk, bro. This is just this nigga. He might be high. He might be high, or tired, but he ain't drunk, bro. This is the way this dude talk. He is not drunk. I know the nigga drunk. Maybe he high, he tired, but he definitely not drunk. Y'all tripping. Eubanks making the modeling money too. Andrade ain't on his radar. Oh shit, he modeling too? Some superstar. Nobody knows you. You can't sell out your living room. Skate with Calvin home salute. He said Eddie got Jacobs a bag, though. He did, but it is what it is. They probably regret giving that nigga a bag. Ricky E, shout out to New York City. What it do, dog? Eddie got Andrade the bag. Well, kind of, sort of. I know he a little weird. He might not be. He is not. That nigga not drunk. That's just he not. That's just the way that nigga is. He take punches for a living. Of course he gonna slur. He not. He might be high tired, but that nigga is not drunk, bro. That's just the way this nigga is, bro. He is not drunk, bro. You could tell, bro. Like that's just the way he is. He might be high or a little tired or whatever. He got the nice car though. Eddie checks paying off. This nigga back on the block calling niggas out. You get the cash app I sent you. Hold on. That shit been coming in late, bro. It been coming in late, dog. Hold on. Nah. I got unless you Vinny Ochoa. I don't think you Vinny, nah. No, I think Vinny, let me see. I got it from Vinny, bro. Hold on, I don't know. I be working this stuff. I do, I don't. Oh, yeah, I got it. I thought you was Vinny, bro. Yeah, my bad, Vinny, for putting you out there. Shout out to you. I got it. I thought it was from Vinny. Y'all both names start with a V. Yeah, I appreciate Skate with Calhoun. I was shouting out Vinny. But shout out to Vinny, too. He be showing love. That nigga wasn't drunk. But let's move on, man. I'm out here messing up cash apps and stuff. Appreciate Skate with Calhoun, man. But let's move on, right? I thought I was the only person that picked up all this on the tweet, but I ain't really been on the internet like that either. But apparently Gervonta Davis said in the tweet when he was dealing with Ryan Garcia the other night, where he was Q&A on Twitter last night, then he deleted most of it. But he put out a tweet like this. He said, but on Friday, before Davis started tweeting, Garcia took a step. Oh, my bad. Let me get to the point. Hold on. Let me get to the point. So hold on. They said, but on Friday, before Davis started tweeting, Garcia took a step back from his stand and said he would fight Davis at any weight, any time. He said it somewhere. I don't know. On Thursday, Mayweather said he had the fight would happen. It would take place at 35, and said that he could stage a fight by the end of the year. He said, I really hate fighting in December because it's my birthday month, but he was born in November though, so I don't know what he's talking about. Let's be that Wikipedia on. For some reason, shit, I'm ready. Hit the line, don't F with me. But here we go, right here. So he said, yeah, we can make the fight happen. Say at least it's already locked in. If people do what's right, you know. In a more cryptic statement, Baltimore bred Davis 27-0-25 KOs wrote, and another thing, tell homie to stop talking for me. So Gervonta Davis told Floyd Mayweather. I ain't really see nobody talking about that part. He told Floyd Mayweather to stop talking for him. He told Floyd Mayweather to stop talking for him. You know, he told Mayweather to stop. And he's right. And apparently, maybe Tank want to fight at 140. Maybe Tank feel like that's an advantage, so he ain't got to cut that much weight. And Floyd saying, "No, we doing this, we doing that." And it's not really about just Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya. You know, and it seemed like, you know, Mayweather and Tank still ain't on the same business. And maybe Tank thought his contract was up with Mayweather, and it really wasn't up. You see what I'm saying? Maybe they put him in a Suge Knight type of deal. They said, well, Seinfeld check, and he looked up and he signed another contract extension with Floyd. But, you know, Floyd doing talking, but he doing a lot of talking, but he hasn't consulted with his fighter. And Floyd, you know, Floyd want to make it about him, and, you know, Oscar kind of being a little bit more low key, but it's not about Floyd, and it's not about Oscar. It's about Ryan and Gervonta Davis and how Floyd and Oscar can help ease them, you know, help them sell the fight. That's it. And that's what they want to make it about. Especially Floyd. He wants this to be about him and beating Oscar De La Hoya again. And to me, Oscar and Ryan Garcia just want to cash out, in my opinion, because they know it's just a matter of time until Ryan Garcia get knocked out anyway. That's what I think it is. You know, that's what I think it is. I think they know he's going to get knocked out regardless. Seriously, I think they know he's going to get knocked out regardless, but Mayweather negotiating and ain't even consulted with his fighter. I think Tank will love to fight at 140 pounds. It don't matter. It don't matter if the Reggie belt or no belt on the line, but, you know, Floyd and Tank, man, they still ain't cool, bro. They really was beefing when they were saying that, you know, his contract was up, whatever. Maybe Al told him to sign back with him or whatever the situation may be. But Floyd running his mouth without talking to his fighter. He want to know why people don't want to sign with Mayweather promotion, because corny shit like that. Come on, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that. You ain't talk to the man manager. He probably ain't talk to Al. He out here just being a mouthpiece, bro. He out here like Sam Watson in the ring talking, but don't have no real. He not no real decision maker. They just the front man, and he ain't even probably consulted with Al Heyman or nothing, bro. And that's the crazy thing about it. You sitting here talking about what this dude gonna do with the fight, with the stipulations, and you ain't even talk to your fighter. Tank would probably love to get the extra 5 pounds versus Ryan Garcia. Maybe not. We ain't doing this and we ain't doing that. We can fight in 90 days. Or the fight got to be this, and he got to do this, and he got to do this, and Tank probably just looking at this nigga like, bro, why are you talking for me? You know, Floyd Mayweather can use a lot of that energy on some of his other fighters too. He really could. But like I said before, you know, he nobody ever happy over there. I think he was trying to sign Adrian Broner as the other guy. He said, Bob says Crawford versus Spence isn't happening unless someone subsidizes the cost because economics don't add up. Of course, when it comes to black people, economics don't add up. You know, of course, I'm gonna get there. I'm not gonna be too long on Tank and Floyd. But my thing about Floyd and them dudes, man, it don't become a bigger opportunity than this for them. It don't. And Ryan Garcia doubled down. Shout out to him. He said we can fight it anyway. But Ryan Garcia know, he really can't squeeze back down to 35, right? He really can't squeeze back down to 35. And he know he can't compete at 140 pounds. That's what we do know. That's what we do know. That's exactly what we do know. He can't compete up there with the Supreme Matisse's, the Regis Progress. See, at lightweight and featherweight, he can move how he wanted to move because he's seen as a prospect. But Ryan Garcia, that's why I said, well, I fight Teofimo Lopez and I tank. He trying to cash out for the highest price. Because he ain't going to the UK to fight Josh Taylor. He ain't fighting Catterall. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he fight somebody like Harry Davies, good shit talker. But like I said before, they talking about, they need subsidizing for Crawford and Spence. And people say, why not for this hot fight? But these niggas ain't making nowhere near in the boxing ring what they make. You see how they making this fight, and it ain't really no build up. Yeah, they've been talking shit for years. But you see how they making this, if they make this fight this year, it's right on time. It's right on time before they feel they've been around as long as Crawford and Spence, and feel like they need $10 or $20 million a piece. They ain't been around long enough to demand it. They ain't made nowhere near the money that them niggas done made in their career. Trust me. They ain't on that level. It's like anything. If you've been champion for so long, when your contract come up, guess what? If you working with so long, you've been working somewhere since 2013. You think you still making 1050, 1250? And if you is, man, you loyal to a fault, my nigga. Come on. So of course this fight happening right when it need to happen. You don't need nobody subsidizing because guess what? Floyd and Oscar gonna make more money, and now Hammond gonna make more money than the fighters. Trust me, don't believe that shit where the fighters make all the money, this, that, and the third. That's horse shit. Because why would they want to waste their time as promoters, managers, advisors? You know what I'm saying? And change the game and take less money and make sure these fighters get the lion's share and all. Man, get out of here. They wouldn't be dedicating themselves. They wouldn't be putting their names on these fight cards if they wasn't getting money too. Trust me, if they losing money with Ryan and Gervonta Tank Davis, they dumber than Bob Arum thought they was. So this fight happening right on time, and right when Crawford and Spence, right when Spence got a belt, Crawford got a belt. That's when they should have made that fight. Nobody could have demanded $20 million. Nobody could have demanded 15, maybe 10 at the best. And that's when it should have happened, just like this fight happened. But you know what the difference is? They also ain't as decorated as these guys. When you go to the negotiation table, if you're a pro football player, if you're a 9-to-5er, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Even if you own your business and you go at the negotiation table with yourself, you know what I'm saying? You want to give yourself a bonus. You got to be real on what the profits and the goals you hit. So when you go to the table, you think Ryan Garcia can be undisputed. You think Tank can be undisputed. They could. But it ain't gonna be no, let's take a long walk. It ain't gonna be no easy walk. You think one of them could be a title holder in 3 divisions, Lenio in 2 of them? You think these dudes could put 3 belts together like Errol Spence? You think they could be somebody like Sean Porter? Guys like or Dennis Ugas and guys like Danny Garcia, those type of dudes. So you got to understand, of course, they let Errol Spence and Terence Crawford become, super decorated. These dudes ain't decorated. Ryan ain't never won a belt. Tank won 2 real belts. Tank has won a world title in 1 weight class. The other shits is bullshit. He won 2 titles at 130, which I don't really agree with one of them, but it is what it is. We got to give credit where credit's due. They're no near decorated, and they not in a prestigious division as 147. At one point, 135 was prestigious, but it ain't never been a hotbed for superstars, for pay-per-view superstars. It ain't. Welterweight has been the hotbed. Middleweight has been a hotbed. Throughout history, sometimes heavyweight has been a hotbed. So these dudes ain't welterweights neither, and they don't have the pageantry or they're not as decorated as those fighters, of course. So of course they can make this fight happen. They ain't wait till these dudes get a whole bunch of victories because they know it's a matter of time until, if these dudes fight top fighters, there's no guarantee that they're going to beat them. And then if they do be top fighters, how long is it gonna take for them to get belts and shit? All day. They only fight once or twice a year. They're mandatory. So this fight happening right on time. You know, but apparently Mayweather need to consult with his fighters, man, and consult with Al before running his mouth. I'm pretty sure Sam Watson know what's going on before he run his mouth. You know, 50 Cent said, and what his little book said, that Floyd really don't be understanding what the business meetings is. Then he going after the meeting, he asked him what happened. And you could tell there's, you know, you could talk about, he said, I make smart investments, this, that, and the third, cool. You know, but if you were such a smart businessman or you delegated power to smarter business people, why ain't your promotional company grew? You know, Errol Spence said, well, I just want a couple good fighters, 1 or 2, 3 good fighters. I don't want a big stable. Floyd Mayweather ain't never said no shit like that. Ashley Theo Payne, gone. Badu Jack, gone. Ishe Smith, retired, gone. Come on. He tried to get Andre Ward, Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia, none of them signed of him. Gone. You know, if you think about Floyd and PB, you think about Mayweather Promotions, right? You know, Richard Hitchison, they said he might be going to sign with Keith O'Connell. He don't have no farm system. I'm telling you, if Floyd was smart, Floyd would have a farm system. Floyd would have a scouting team. You know what I'm saying? Then he would have like a trials, or when they break down the fighter's footage, he would have layers to a true business. He had scouts going to look in the amateurs, look around on the undercards, see some unsigned talent he could sign. Like I told a whole bunch of guys walking around as talented, if not as more talented as Terence Crawford. You know, he'd scout those guys. Then they would have a session where, you know, his people, you know, break down the film, see what he can be like, interview him, and then sign him. He don't have no type of farm system. He let Top Rank sign every Olympic male Olympian from the last Olympic class. Now, in PBC, they have no farm system. No system at all. You know, they want to take other fighters that's promoted by other companies and make money off of them. After a while, ain't gonna be no more Canelos, Anthony Joshuas, and Mayweathers and Pacquiao. It ain't gonna be no more of them motherfuckers no more. You know, they have no true farm system, bro. You got 400 or 500 fighters of bullshit. That's the funny thing. You got 500 fighters, and you only got, what, 15, 20, maybe 20 fight dates a year. It's crazy. Not saying it's true. It's just what he said. Yeah, it's true. Probably it is true. Because if it wasn't true, we would already had a fight. But I'm going to get there. Said I read the book, Who Floyd ain't as smart as he claims. Jacoby told me about it. Boxing over feeling salute. Of course he's not, but a lot of people ain't. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got some people who got the idea. You got people who got the business. They got the business. You know, the person with the business side usually get up on the inventor, though. Because he know the business. You know, look at the McDonald's movie. Forget the name of it. It was on my man that played Batman, Michael Keaton. The founder, what they call it. A hell of a movie if you want to get into business or your kids, show the kids a hell of a movie. The businessman always gonna win over the inventor. That's why look at the Bob Ross documentary on Netflix. You have to know the business. You have to learn it, bro. You know, it's not enough for your manager or your advisor, somebody you know, or to trust a person. You can't. That's a conflict. That's like the Migos sign the what is the name? Quality control, QC. Then they also using QC lawyers. Conflict of interest. Same thing in business. You could be my brother. You could be my man. You could be my best friend from the sandbox, right? But I can't. You handling a business, and I'm just trusting you, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not protecting my. The best way to protect your interests is not only surround yourself with smart people, but also learn it. Don't be too lazy to learn it, bro. You have to learn. You have to learn what this means. Have somebody legal break it down. Inventors that's why inventors, you know, they run off, you know, dudes that jumped off the Golden State Bridge that started Victoria's Secrets. If he has somebody telling him, you know, what he had and what his futures can be and what this can be like, man, and telling him the business, he'd still be fucking alive. He'd be a fucking billionaire. He'd be a trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to be on the side, the right side, I'd rather know the business. A lot of people that never went to college that understand, that find out that learn the entrepreneurship. It's nothing that it's It's nothing that the average person with the average education can't learn. It's business. Nobody can protect your interests like you. It's like people handle people money and not having your account audit, and then you talking about y'all owe taxes. Of course you do. They been stealing your money. That's why you have people. That's why you have secret audits that go down. You know what I'm saying? And then the way they steal your money, and the government don't care. I didn't get my money. Then you either could do two things. You can confront them, or whatever. But go through the legal system. But yeah, man, can't nobody protect your interests like you. So you have to, whatever it is, you have to learn it. And no cutting corner. You have to learn it. Look at the Social Network, this Facebook movie. Hell of a movie. Another great business movie. Look how he did his homeboy. Because he was jealous because he got into the fraternity. That's what it was. He was jealous of him. Look how he did him. Cut him out the whole deal. But he came back, sued him, and, worth billions too. But you got to understand, these fighters in this game, talking about Demetrius Andrade, you have to protect your interests. Y'all out there too, man. You can't just leave it up to a union steward. They'll job fire you, and you don't know shit about the handbook. You know what I'm saying? We were at will team, but you still got workers' rights. Can't nobody protect your interests like you. Read that shit. Companies get over on people every day. Read it. Can't do nothing but hurt. Might save somebody's job. Might save your job. Might come up on a lawsuit. Read it. Read them employee rights that be on the table. Nobody can protect your fucking interests like you. Don't even trust your damn mama when it comes to business. Trust me. Read it. Learn it. Get a lawyer. Break it down. Show it to you. Look at Master P. He paid Michael Jackson lawyer, and that was worth every penny of it. It take money to make money. He said Floyd can't get and keep fighters because he's not relatable to these young guys, even though they all grew up watching him. It ain't that he not relatable, bro. He just, like Nas said I Let Nas Down on J. Cole remix. It's hard for another great to tell you how to be great. He don't know what he's doing, bro. And that's when you bring somebody in that can show you how to actually run a real business, bro, in a boxing business. That can show you how to promote. It could be somebody from another side of sports. It could be Rich Paul. Well, this is what I do. That's why you lean on other people. It could be somebody in Google. You're gonna use some of their tactics, some of their skill set on how you run ads on Google, how to promote your fighter, bro. See what the kid's doing. But he don't have that presence of mind to go there and lean on somebody else or see what somebody else doing in basketball or go get his guys sponsorship deals. In boxing, they very, very lazy, bro. You got a manager, and all that nigga doing is taking 33 in the third or 18, 10%. And nigga, I ain't never seen none of these niggas on no commercial. Come on. They want to know why people won't watch these fighters and pay for these fighters and piracy is up. I don't know these niggas. I don't know their story. They fight on cable TV. They fight on Showtime. They fight on the Zone. They might fight on ESPN. I might see them in January. Won't see them until December. You got to keep these dudes in the public eye. They not in car commercials. They not popping up in TV commercials. Locally, they not even sponsored, bro. Locally, they not even investing into the city, bro. These niggas ain't opening up gyms. These niggas ain't on billboards in their city. Like I said, they ain't in used car dealership commercials. They ain't on Gatorade commercials. You ain't on no fucking Rap Snacks, no Ruffle Snacks, no Leg Snacks. You know what I'm saying? They selling merch, but only boxing fans. They put the gun on the boxing fan, but the boxing fans be the main niggas buying y'all merch at the fights, ordering y'all Street Shark shirts and all that type of shit. But y'all be the first one to disrespect us. Ain't no average Joe Blow buying your fucking shirt, bro. They ain't got no sponsorship with Gucci. These dudes is lazy, bro. And that money outside of boxing is better than boxing, bro. Chad Ochocinco said I lived off of sponsor. He said I bought all my luxury cars off sponsorships. I ain't never use my own money. They done the homework and didn't want to sign with him. I believe that and could be wrong. They could see something that might raise red flags. Con and them. Of course they do. He's a clown. You don't know. Come on, you know what he doing? Something salute. Neutral natural. What it do, dog? Floyd's probably the definition of meet my idol, and he ain't who you thought he was. Of course he wasn't. He was mad because Adrian Broner and Tank was fucking his hoes. True story. Something to finally show you that you only family and friends until the money come in. He said, yeah, support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. But I mean, like I said before, man, you know, he don't know. I don't even like he know how to relate. It's just a lot of times it's just social skills, bro. That's what it is. A lot of times it's just social skills, you know, and learning from some. Who taught Floyd how to promote? Because Al Heyman don't know how to promote whatever. He know the business side of the thing, but marketing and promotion is something completely different. Y'all see what I'm saying? Marketing and promotion is completely something different, bro. And that's the honest truth. Who taught Floyd how to promote or the ins and outs? Somebody got to show him how to do it. And it's totally different from when Floyd fought. It's a totally different ball game. They don't know how to. They don't know how to send it. They don't know how to monetize these dudes. Man, I don't even mean like just financially. Just get their name out here, bro. They don't set up brand deals for these dudes. And guys like Errol Spence, you know, he really, you know, he marketable. You know, he marketable. Ryan Garcia marketable. Tank could be marketable. You could have Tank appear on Love and Hip Hop or whatever. Very marketable. But you know, him telling Floyd to say that, man, you know, man, these dudes get disrespectful, bro. Tell dudes they stop talking about me. Tell dude to him, you know, he don't respect Floyd. Remember he said he wanted to spar Floyd? Remember he said he wanted to spar Floyd? You know, a lot of people say he pow at Floyd. I don't know how true that was, but it was a rumor. Come on. I don't know how true it was, but it was a rumor. Floyd did get popped at in Atlanta. So who knows? Millions worth thousands to me. Snitch Natural say Floyd Mayweather had part-time racing team. Why don't he get his fighter sponsorship deals? That's with the team. Exactly. He should. You know, that's who you wanted to get back in boxing is the white people and the rednecks. That's what you want. If you're being honest, that's who you want to get back. You want to get back in. You want them to get back in there. You know, that's who you want. They not even hood celebrity at all. Dope dealers in the hood more popular than them. TBE on here saying Floyd is intelligent. I know dogs more intelligent than that fool. Tank eating flaming hot all day, a 50-pack box with a bag of footies. Tax ain't no boxing star no more in the States. Boxing ain't pop. You know, ask your question, why it ain't popular? Why it ain't popular? You gotta ask yourself why it's not popular. That's $1 million question. Oh, there go Kobe. My bad. Why are they popular? Because it's not accessible and they don't market these dudes.
What up, dog?
What up?
Well, yeah, we talking about stupid ass Floyd.
That's your man. Make sure I hit the like button, bro. Come on.
Smash that like button, y'all. Yeah, Floyd, he out here, he dumbing in the door now. They out here talking about some TBE came on here. Remember that time, Kobe? I think said Kobe, CJ, when he came up on here talking about some. When I said Floyd ain't intelligent, he said, whoa, Floyd's intelligent. No, the fuck he's not. I know the dog that I'm dog sitting right now more intelligent than Floyd. Floyd don't know. Floyd could barely read, and Floyd don't know how to promote no damn fighter. The only thing that Floyd get to do, whenever you ask him about no fighter, is he always double back and revert back to talking about his damn career. He find a way to make to talk. When they talked about Terence Crawford, they asked him about the Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight at the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Remember, somehow they go from the negotiations. They talk about the negotiations being at a halt. He revert that to talking about his career and what he did in his career to make to make a whole bunch of money. All Floyd give a damn about is talking about himself and how he prospered in the boxing world, but he don't give a shit about trying to make no other fighter's life better. He say he do, but I ain't seen it yet.
Them niggas shooting at him allegedly and all types of stuff.
Exactly. What is Floyd like? Let's be honest. What has Floyd really done to make Gervonta Davis a superstar? Everything that Gervonta, and I agree with you, CJ. Gervonta ain't fought nobody for us to be like, oh, Gervonta, you said the other day on Twitter, follow CJ on Twitter if when you get the chance, if you got Twitter. But I seen you the other day say, Gervonta ain't even in your top 50.
I was joking.
I know, but I'm just saying. You said Gervonta ain't even in your top 50. I said he's in my top 20, maybe top 15, but he's not top 10 fighter for me right now. What has Floyd done? What has Floyd done to make him a superstar? Everything that Gervonta's gotten is literally off the back of social media and just his. I guess he has a presence cultural wise. People relate to him because of partially because of the knockouts, but because he's connected in the hip hop world and the street world culturally. But what has Floyd done to get Gervonta popular for being an athlete?
Nothing.
What has Floyd done?
Said a couple speeches.
That's it. And guess what? Like I just said, every time Floyd talk about Gervonta, revert to Floyd talking about Floyd. Floyd can't even talk about his damn God rest the dead. Can't even talk about his uncle without mentioning himself or reverting back to his career. If I was Gervonta, I'd get the hell away from Floyd as fast as I can and just keep it Al Heyman. We all know, listen, Gervonta's a protected fighter, cool. I understand that at this moment right now, I don't know if the Devin Haney fight would be a lucrative fight for him. Maybe the Ryan Garcia is the most lucrative fight. I mean, it probably is because Devin Haney was at his fight. I ain't never seen no undisputed champ chase somebody that been running away from a contender and eliminator bouts. But that's another conversation for another day. So I understand that, but Floyd ain't doing enough for Gervonta. And maybe it's because Floyd just focused on Floyd.
Could be something to say. It got to be something we missing. Ain't no way you can have that many fighters and not know how to promote it because it ain't no options. What other options you got?
They don't got no TV spots. Yeah, come on.
Who else?
Like,
go to Top Rank, be the same thing, make less. Go to Eddie, be the same thing, make less.
Or make more no exposure.
Yeah, it's the only three sides you can go with. A lot of them 400 fighters probably have been on every side damn near. Boxing thrives on big fights. Right? Yeah, Nutrient, I say boxing thrives on big fights, really has big fights. It's not even just the big fights, dude. That's true. It's just no exposure, bro. They don't expose their fighters to the crossover side. Reality TV is huge. They marketing is basically left up to the fighter.
I heard you say the other day, and I watched it too. I watched the episode. You were talking about how boxers used to get spots on TV shows. Like, remember CJ, that episode of the Wayans Brothers where Hector Camacho was on there?
Oh yeah, I remember when Roy Jones.
They
sold his daddy. They sold his daddy boxing collection to Roy Jones.
Yeah, remember that? So
Roy Jones is in the Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions.
They don't do that no more.
You didn't know he was in Matrix?
I don't remember.
He's actually a character.
Yeah, they don't even do shit like that.
They ain't even getting them like.
George Foreman was in a TV show in the 80s.
All of them.
Mark Breland was on the CSI TV show, I think.
No, Mark Breland was in He Got Game.
Tommy Hearns was in Martin.
Yeah, Tommy Hearns was in Martin. The famous meme.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure Muhammad Ali was in some movies.
Muhammad Ali was on Howard Cosell's show every week when he was away from boxing. Every week
Michael Jordan had his own movie that nigga couldn't even act.
Not a bit, but that was one of the greatest movies I ever seen.
LeBron James.
You always see basketball players. You see basketball players on chips. You see rappers on chips.
But this is what I never understood, and I would love to get to speak to a guy like Michael Jordan's old agent and that where with boxing, which is an individualized sport, right, CJ?
What's so funny about tennis? Them niggas be having deals with Rolex.
That's what I'm saying. Michael Jordan's agent said that he told Nike Michael Jordan needed a collection the same way that Arthur Ashe and all these other athletes did. And Nike thought he was crazy. And then because they were about to fold, they just said, bump it. We about to just give them what they want. And that's how Air Jordan was created. I never understood why boxing, which is an individualized sport, not only that, it's a combat sport. It's not like tennis. It's not like golf. It's a combat sport. Why aren't these athletes pushing to get individualized brand deals that are surrounded about them? Most of these boxers are the most egotistical people on the face of the earth. Why wouldn't you be pushing for something like that? You should get the
Didn't
managers.
Triple G? Didn't Triple G get like a Jordan deal or something?
No, but he had a foo-foo Jordan deal. Like he ain't have a Jordan deal like how Roy has a sneaker that still gets sold from Jordan.
Yeah, but I don't really sell like that.
That sneaker was popular as hell.
They probably sell the big drama show threes in Kazakhstan though. He said
they probably do.
Tell Floyd Mayweather to put one of these boxers over a neutral natural Floyd Mayweather like John Cena of the boxing era. That's when I started watching WWE.
I don't even know if that's a good comparison.
Floyd talk like he read on a teleprompter. We know that ain't true. That ain't true.
What you mean? That's how he always talks, CJ. Are you kidding?
He's not talking about the
joke on over your head.
Yeah, it went right over. I'm like,
Delon at least got the West Coast going to the boxing matches. They probably giving away shit, bro. I don't know how y'all watch the Zone, to be honest. I don't know how y'all.
I watched every DAZN fight. I ain't gonna lie, on mute.
Bro, I only like what Jessica McCaskills, bro. They should have hired Kendall Gill to do the commentary.
The commentary?
Yeah, by far he was the best commentary they ever had on their gym. I guess Jim Lampley pulled out of there. That would have been a major.
The Zone, like I think it's okay. I mean, it's not
trash.
They the worst commentary in the game.
I don't mind no girl either. Though.
I don't know because sometimes Showtime. I used to
don't need to be talking no boxing. You need to go back to reporting on the Lakers.
I used to love Bernstein and Homeboy for Showtime, but I don't think they do it as usually as they.
I agree.
I'm not gonna lie. They should try to get Paulie back. Paulie would be a major upgrade for him.
Yeah, he's a good one. And then what's the guy who?
He definitely did.
What's the guy with the crazy analogies?
I'd rather get George Foreman back. Shit.
Oh hell yeah!
Nah, no, you don't.
They don't got the back.
He about to swing on old boy. He about to swing on Larry Murchie. What not? What's it, Larry? Yeah, Larry. He about to swing on Larry Murchie, wasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, he was talking.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, when he made that racist joke. What fight was it? He made that racist joke, and Joe was like, George was like, "Oh, you overstepping your body." Yeah, he said something about some Muslim or some Islam or something. He said something hella racist, bro. And somebody out here know what I'm talking about. George was about to swing on him. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. It's funny though, because George and Jim and Larry Murchie used to always go back and forth because George used to always have.
The fact that Larry Murchie lasts that long, and we know why, because he got the complexion for the selection. But the fact that he got away because he had a lot of racial.
Well, he's not. Well, actually, Larry Murchie didn't used to actually be that egregious. He used to have some good takes. Back when he was like a journalist, he'd been in the game for a while. It's just that after a while, he just started having like really egregious takes. It used to actually be, fun to listen to at one point.
But that's the crazy thing. Like the older these dudes get, it's like they just like their true selves just show.
I forgot what that nigga said about him. Somebody, what's out the Flame on 24 kind of enigma?
Flame, what's good, my boy?
He's hashtag Roy had many lines in the scenes, both in Matrix movies.
He did indeed. Hashtag.
I gotta go back and watch it. I saw the newest
show 227. He said 227.
I actually like it.
It's CJ.
Oh man, Nope was trash.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, right?
On it. You seen Nope?
Come on, no, I ain't heard of that.
CJ, I heard Nope was trash.
I
heard Nope.
No. Kiki Palmer was the shit in there, dog. That's the only reason. If you go to the movie,
but hold on, let me get my take. I want to get some takes on it. But okay, so like I like Matrix as far as the new one.
Oh, okay, I care about no damn Matrix. Sorry, put a few other.
Hold up, but Kobe just commented on it.
He didn't even see it. These promoters are.
He said he seen it yesterday.
These boxers get overpaid and be on vacation for 8 months. Go ahead, speak about the Matrix. Somebody agree with you.
I'm gonna be honest, right? It's the first time I saw that movie, I hated it. I started clowning the movie online. I was putting over a bunch of posts and everything. And like eventually I watched it again. I was like, this movie is not as bad as everybody making it out to be. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's not the sequel I wanted per se, but I don't think it's as bad as most people are making it
It
out to
shouldn't have
be.
been
And
called
I
The Matrix. That's what it shouldn't have been called Matrix. It should have been
I
called
mean, the
something
thing
else.
about it, I'm usually real critical of sequels. Like Jurassic Park Dominion came out not too long ago. I'm not even trying to see that movie because it's just like I found the first two so egregious that I'm just not gonna waste my money on Dominion. I want to go see Top Gun instead. I was like, nah, bro, I'm not wasting my money to see this trash ass movie. So I'm just gonna see Top Gun. So
All
like
right.
I'm usually real critical of like sequels.
All right, cool. Let's move on. Social media is the easiest way to get you famous. That's the problem. Hey, I mean, it's other ways too, but you're right. Jim Lampley. Was it Jim Lampley? I think he said George checked him, told him to respect all religions and don't respect. Yeah, yep. He said something about that, bro. That nigga said
And as
something
he
about
I don't
should.
that.
remember this.
Don't disrespect.
I
Don't
gotta-
disrespect
Yeah.
nobody's culture.
Oh man, I forget.
I don't remember that either.
What he was about? He said,
I,
"Oh, hold on." He said, "Oh, hold on." He said,
You
"Yo."
step your boundaries.
Yeah, he was. He basically said something like the fire on his ass. Like George, like man, like a George
yeah.
Foreman quote. I can't find it, bro.
Yeah,
So
Jim Lampley like gets under my skin because it's like he can't do a commentary without throwing a boxer under the bus.
especially a black
You
boxer,
know,
but he talking about Floyd, and he was doing the same shit. Floyd went to jail for crazy. He said Joey
Wow.
Chastell on the West Coast, all the Latin support shows always promote Mexican boxers. They even in the newspaper. I mean, that's all that's out there, though. I went out to Vegas with nothing but Mexicans everywhere. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313.
But like you said, them areas is old Mexico.
Yeah, ain't nothing but Hispanics
it's
out there for sure.
hmm
Let's move on. So y'all hear what Bob Arum said about Crawford and
Yes, I did. So just so I can start, I want to start this off. Do y'all finally get it now? Because and I hope 704 Joe jump in the chat soon. Bob Arum said it as clear as day. And I think and shout out to Nate and Lion Killer because they had mentioned this maybe a year or two ago. They had spoke about this. When it comes to black on black fights, basically elite fights like this, like the one that we're looking for. The financial backers, like CJ already knew. I don't think this is nothing new to CJ. This is nothing new to me from what the information that CJ's provided me. They just don't see a profit. They don't see any reason to make a fight like this because it don't make dollars and it don't make sense to them. So, like Bob said, they would have to reduce the price of the pay-per-view significantly. And that shows, even though Terence Crawford is a knockout artist, and even though Errol Spence fights a very entertaining style, that's not enough to get the casual fans. Well, they don't think it's enough to get the casual fans on board when it comes to purchasing the fight. So now we kind of left that up in the air. And the crazy thing is, I had to go make fun of your mans on Twitter today because he posted a picture of Derek James talking about some vacations over. It's time to get the next belt. But what do y'all mean? Like, if Bob Arum out here talking about this is what the deal is when it comes to this fight, then where do they come from saying that with this whole week, the fight, we signed the contract and time to get the next belt? These is obviously, like I said, they're trolling. At the end of the day, they're trolling the fans and they're playing with their emotions so that when the fight doesn't get made, they can say, like CJ said, homeboy did not want to play ball. They want Terence Crawford to take a disrespectful offer, pretty much, in order to have control of his career. And Terence Crawford already got his ducks in order when it comes to his money. He has to.
He ain't desperate.
He's not desperate for the fight. He's desperate. He might be desperate for the fight because he's competitive and he cares about his legacy. But financially, I don't think he's desperate. He wants to be compensated. CJ said it earlier in the show. Terence Crawford came from fighting in Barnes. It's not like
they don't even have to reach that Eddie Hearn guy. When Eddie Hearn can't afford to fight, he go over to the Middle East.
Look at Usyk and Joshua.
Yep.
Look at Joshua and Ruiz. So and this fight is not even one that because it's not a European versus an American kind of thing where they can bring it to Dubai. It's two Americans, two Black Americans at that. So to bring it to Dubai would be a disservice to your pay-per-view.
They don't want them niggas over there.
They don't want them exactly. They don't want them over there.
They don't want them niggas over there, bro. So I think also cutting out Kinahan hurt the negotiations too.
Yeah, because that would have been Terence Crawford's. And CJ, do you remember before the whole thing with Kinahan's whatever that was going on? Before Kinahan had the thing and Tyson Fury was banned from even coming over here, remember, there was rumors that he being Bud was going to be associated with Kinahan in some way or form. We're not saying that he was signed or whatever. Remember, that was the floating rumor. When Town, shout out to Town Biz, interviewed Steven Espinoza, what did he say, CJ? The fight can happen. This is prior to Errol Spence beating Ugas. The fight can happen as long as there's no Bob Arum and there's no Kinahan. So they made it clear we want to negotiate with you and you only.
And that's why. Because they knew Kinahan and Bob, they wasn't gonna let them mess them over. They couldn't, they couldn't get over on them.
Yeah, I was about to use the word.
Interest.
Exactly. They could not. They were gonna try to protect his interest. And this is the only time where I feel like Oscar De La Hoya was being genuine. Oscar came out and said, "Yo, listen, he wanted to be the liaison to protect Bud's interest, and he said he'd do it for free."
And they knew why. They know why.
Because
they know why.
And we know why too. It's because they are not serious about. They're not really serious about making a fair offer to have this fight go on.
They want to one up them. That's exactly what it. But for him to they just let you know that they don't have no reach. Bob, Al Heyman don't have no connections outside of America.
No, he doesn't. Like you just said, but Al Heyman.
Shout out, but within America, neither. Who putting up a site fee? You did all them deals with Jerry. Jerry can't put up no site fee.
No, and listen,
the Superdome. That let you know right then and there when the Superdome.
As many people, you're absolutely right, because remember, to be an owner of the NFL, you gotta everybody chips in and profits off of the profit share of the NFL with the collective bargaining.
You gotta remember they make more money outside of that shit. That's just money.
Exactly. So you telling me Jerry Jones can't get a site fee in Atlanta even if it's just like $10 million, bro. Yeah.
Even if it's like $5 million, like Vasquez Garden ain't bidding on nothing. I mean, places. I mean, it could be anywhere. Alaska ain't bidding on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Places that need something to do.
Look, TJ, Hawaii can't bid on nothing.
No, Idaho, Iowa, places that don't usually get boxing or need something to do.
Chicago,
Chicago ain't bidding on nothing.
Philly,
that's to let you know everything right then and there. When ain't nobody screaming to have
Detroit,
Vegas. I mean, Vegas ain't like, come on,
Vegas, come on, bro. Like
Bob Arum know what you talking about. You cut Bob Arum found almost $50 million for Tyson Fury and Dillian White.
Tyson Fury. Listen,
and most of that money got put up by ESPN.
CJ, Tyson Fury got how much to fight in an empty arena after the second Wilder fight?
Well, they got like 14.
And you telling me they can't find that you wanted to cut Bob Arum out of the deal when he found that for Tyson Fury? You telling me he couldn't find? Come on,
because they want to make the fucking fight, in my opinion. But of course, why ain't CBS stepping in? That's a speeding ticket for them niggas. But you know what? They deal with ESP. They deal with CBS, and Viacom was up last year. So they might just be on a month by month, a year by year basis, bro.
Yeah. They on the lease.
It's not another article about them re-ing up with them. The deal was over in 2021. Come on. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Come on. And like I said, CJ, I said it once. If they really wanted to do a rollout for Bud that didn't include Sean Porter, they could have sacrificed AB. Like you said in your video, they don't got no use for AB. That would have sold pay-per-views right then and there. And then you roll right into the Spence fight. Why couldn't they do that? You think
AB still has stock value?
Yeah.
Damn right he does.
He's a name.
He more popular than both of them fools. To the casual.
I mean, yeah, but in the worst way possible. I don't think it's the type of fight that people would pay for. You know what I mean?
That's what you think.
I
That's what
mean, yeah,
you
because
think.
like he's popular. Like people gonna know his name, but I don't know if people gonna be like, I don't want. Do I really want to pay money to see Adrian Broner get beat again? Like,
No, I don't know because a lot of
Or
people
they got
really don't know
another.
because
The other option is to Sumter Salute. He said the other option is to put it on TV and try to get some advertisers to purchase it.
that would be the best
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's what they should have did. Honestly, most
But if
boxers should
nobody,
have just started.
but if ain't nobody
Go
barking
ahead.
for, if ain't nobody barking for it, bro, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, but that's kind of the point. You have to keep repetition up. Like when I get that, like fighters get injured and stuff like that, but you should just start fighting on TV how PBC did it the first time.
But
But fight like
ain't no,
multiple times a year. But now they
but
can't
this is
even
the
do that no
thing.
more.
Boxers are silly because they think that there's a problem with fighting on regular TV. Basketball players are not playing on pay-per-view. Baseball players are not playing on pay-per-view. If those sports went to a pay-per-view
NFL,
model, they would not make any money.
hmm
They just need
it's like the thing about
they just need like 6 good fighters to put them on regular TV. Like what would you say?
like
Like three or four times a year.
3 4
do you
times.
know
Yo,
how
listen,
much? Do you know how
CJ.
many views? Go ahead.
Yeah, CJ. I don't know if you read this either, Bad Rifle, but the NBA, for example, this is what being on public TV over the course of 75 years, which is what boxing should have kept doing, gets you.
hmm
The NBA, by the time in the next 5 years, their collective bargaining agreement, their revenue share will be up to $80 billion on a TV deal alone, which means that the starting salary for a rookie entering the NBA on a 4-year deal will be 4 years, $137 million. And then for a veteran superstar player, max contract will be 5 years for almost $500 million. $500 million. That's what being on TV consistently and advertisements get you. If I'm a boxer, why
Exactly.
wouldn't I want to be there?
Like,
See,
like think
CJ,
about it
didn't you
for a
say
second.
Demetrius
Like,
Andrade started off on Friday Night Fights?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah, like think about it for a second. Like I get like there was a big okay. Well, how I put this? It was a big like distance in between big fights, so that's the reason it generated so much revenue. But then again, I think they could have generated it if they stayed consistent. Peter Quillen fought Jalen Love, I think like 5 years ago. It did
It
like
was like 4 years. Yeah,
I'm sorry, it
it
was
was in
four
the
years
nineties.
ago.
I was about to go to that
And,
fight too.
and what it did like 4 million views or something like that. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. It was in
Yeah. So like, honest to God, like like if they fought consistently, they made it every Friday to where it was like Errol Spence is going to fight, Jamal Charles is going to fight. Like they had good rhythm going, but they stopped. Like fighters just stopped.
Too many
Yeah, of course,
fighters.
huh?
Too many fighters. You know,
Wait,
Nah, I don't think
but
that's. I don't think that's
just get,
every.
stable.
but just get
CJ,
your.
they stable is just they stable. They're gonna have to cut a deal with YouTube at the end of this at this point to
Exactly.
get some of
It's
their
just
money.
bad.
All you got to do is just take your 6 fighters, have them fight on regular TV, whatever it may be. Just use them to boost up new fighters. But they can't get on regular TV.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just weird, man. Like they never just like say like, hey, like yes, I understand TV ratings are going down because people are just using apps, but most people are going to use cable for sports. That's just how most people are going to work. They're just going to use cable for sports. If they don't, they're going to try to find a deal as far as an app deal where it comes. Well, what's the NFL app deal? What's it called? NFL first
Sunday
class or something
ticket.
like that.
It's
Yeah,
first
yeah,
class.
Sunday tickets. I forgot what
You
it was
said
called.
first
Dang,
class.
give me a second. It was like I think they had like an NFL pass, or something like that too, whatever too. And basically they should just do that with boxing, but they just never caught on. Like it's the worst people of the worst people to promote boxing nowadays. It's just like you guys do not belong
They
here. You guys are the
greedy.
worst promoter.
They greedy, and
They're
then it's a
greedy
new
and they don't know how to promote.
and it's a new generation of boxing or marketing overall too.
CJ, I wonder what just a random thought. I wonder what Roy Jones's bag was like back in the day because
Well, yeah, he cut them niggas out though. That's different though.
Yeah, I wonder what his bag was like because
he cut them out the deal. That's the
I don't know
difference.
if it was. I don't know if it was biggest.
No,
I
because
don't know if it.
he promoted himself. He was not with a
oh yeah,
major
well he was
promoter.
rapping and all that. You're right.
But he promoted himself, so he wasn't even like with Top Rank. That's why he wasn't as popular. But he recouped a lot of his money. You see what I'm saying? He kept his own money. So that was what it was.
And he had Roy had that big Jordan deal. Like I said, them boots. Just so you know, Battle Rifle. Them boots that Devin Haney wore when he won that undisputed fight. Those was Roy Jones boots. That the Olympic team. I forget what Olympic team.
Okay.
Yeah, those was Roy Jones boots. He had a special pair.
Mm-hmm.
So them boxing boots was Roy Jones had his own boxing boot, not no generic Nike shoe with a Jordan patch on it like what Triple G wear or what Andre Ward was wearing. Like he had a boot made for him, like a signature Jordan and a trainer. So that's the type of sneaker deal I'm talking about. Like make like the same deal that Floyd had with Reebok. Like that boot that everybody be wearing now, that was a Floyd boot. I don't know if it was called the Reebok Mayweather. I don't know what it's called, but he had his own shoe.
But yeah, you talking about they gotta find somebody to put the money up, but I mean, you cool with Warren Buffett, they cool with all these people, and they ain't
and you can't get nobody to put no money up.
No kings in Africa calling.
Exactly.
Man, I think Al Heyman bullshitting.
He bullshitting, man.
Listen,
CJ, I heard Al Heyman got major. I heard stuff about Al Heyman having major like ownership in Pepsi. You can't find nobody from Pepsi to put no bread up.
He got all the sponsors that's supposed to be sponsoring.
What it is. I have to just go back to what Kobe was saying. It's just ego. They just don't want to work with each other. It's not that it's no way you just can't find somebody to put the money up. You just don't want to. Your ego is just.
No, wait, CJ, who just bought that WBC belt?
Oh, Jim Irsay.
You telling me somebody like that? You telling me somebody like that who got money who will wipe his ass? Who just wiped his ass? But they also don't want to give up control. Eddie Hearn took a bag from the Middle East.
He took a bag from the Middle East, and he didn't have no control over nothing else about the event. Al Heyman going down. We all know that. It's just a matter of time.
Listen, you already said it. And a couple of other people have already. Al Heyman, the worst thing to happen to boxing, bro.
I thought that shit. I
thought I was a fool. When did Floyd Mayweather officially retire? When was the Andre Berto fight? Because Conor McGregor don't count. Andre Berto fight was what, in 15? 15?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
I thought after that boxing was going up. I was excited to see the new batch and the new crop of fighters. Who this guy right here in this picture. He was supposed to be one of the faces that everybody was looking forward to seeing. And Floyd, along with Al Heyman, they just ruined boxing. I put more emphasis on Al Heyman because he's the one that's in control of the pot. Floyd can barely count to 5, so I can't say it was all on Floyd. But Al Heyman, behind the scenes, really ruined the sport of boxing. He did, because the most popular divisions, he got control of them.
He ain't doing nothing.
Not technically. You can kind of say that was like heavyweight. It's not really on him.
But they Europeans. Don't nobody give a damn about them Europeans.
But they was generating the most revenue, Kobe.
No, hold on. And I'm about to make no point. Because he did ruin it with the heavyweights. Because Charles Martin and Deontay Wilder should have been for each other for unified champion. And we would have got a 4-belt undisputed with Anthony Joshua. But what did he do? He gave that he made Anthony Joshua a champion. Anthony Joshua ran around, scared of Deontay Wilder. And then
I thought he had that IBF opportunity because there was somebody actually else in line, but they end up getting hurt.
Bro, money talk,
he won the title when my man's got hurt, bro.
Yeah, he won the title off a touch.
No. I'm not talking about when Glasgow actually hurt it. So I'm talking about before that. I thought it was because it was somebody else like in the rankings that was supposed to be fighting for the IBF.
That's Al Heyman, bro. That's Al Heyman doing. He ruined boxing. from the heavyweight
Was
division.
was Charles Martin ranked?
Yeah,
He was a champion. What are
he
you
was a
talking
champion. What are you
about?
talking about? He was the number 1 contender. But listen, when Charles Martin won that fight, that was on a PBC card. It don't matter. That was
What fight?
When Charles Martin won his IBF title.
That was on HBO.
No,
Yeah,
that was
Glass
on
Cloth.
PBC.
Yeah,
But it was on HBO, wasn't it?
No,
No,
that
it
was
was
on
on
Wilder's
HBO.
undercard. That was on
No,
Wilder's
was it?
undercard. That was when he fought Spilka. That was on the Spilka. That was
No,
under-
was it?
Google it.
Was it?
Look it up. Yes.
Oh my goodness!
That was in
It might
Brooklyn.
have
That was
been.
in the Barclays Center.
You might be right. I thought that shit was on HBO.
Kobe
I
got
think
a
he
good
might be
memory.
right.
Okay, he might be right.
Yeah, I don't remember. But that box records don't show you the whole. Do they show you the whole card?
Yeah, they should show you the whole card.
No, they
show
upgraded.
you the event. What do you mean they upgraded?
They upgraded the site.
Look at Wikipedia real quick. Just look at the dates.
I'm just
I'll
trying to
look
look
up
at
Wilder
the.
versus Spilka. I'll look up
I want
Wilder
to see
versus
the. I
Spilka.
want to see the event. It's not showing me the whole event. Hold on, maybe I hit Bout. Okay. Hold on, this they last
January 16th, 2016 was the date. Sorry, no, it wasn't. Hold on.
I told you that shit was on HBO.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Come on,
wasn't.
man. Come on, bro. Did Charles?
I'm trying to figure out what's up,
Did
Kofi.
Charleston White did he pepper spray your ass too?
No, what did Charleston White say? You ain't see that video where Charleston White said, "Yeah," and he said, "I'm notorious for going to a job and getting a check." It was January 16th. Now let me go look up Charles Martin versus what's his name?
Man, bro, I can't spell this shit. But hold on. All right, I gotta pull it up. It was on Showtime. My bad.
Yeah, I know it was in Brooklyn. 16th. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was on PBC. He right. He
That
right.
boy Kobe was sweating on his
I
end,
swear
man.
to God. I swear to God.
That was on Wilder undercard.
Yeah. It was Deontay Wilder versus Spilka. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. I swear
My
to God,
brother was there.
Yeah.
That's when he autographed my brother's book. Yeah, facts.
I remember that. Shit. Listen, it is what I'm into the
memory.
chat. Said top rank, top 5 hype job, PBC top 5 hype job zone, top 5 hype job international flame on screen 5 and the Black Phone best movies. I ain't see the Black Phone. I don't really care about seeing Screen.
Black Phone is decent. Yeah, I just seen it like 2 nights ago. Screen 5 I didn't see. Honestly, I'm getting tired of Screen. But
international, they don't care about domestic U.S. rivals in this country. The stupid money people. I mean, because they ain't no rivals. Ain't nobody beefing. Everybody drop kicking those niggas off the car.
You ain't building up nothing. Everybody
building up.
Ain't nobody run up and slap.
Nobody fighting in the street like Mitch Green and Mike Tyson. But hold on, Zoe Chad said CJ, a soccer game sold out, Packer Stadium, Raider Stadium. The World Cup is in November. Yeah, they come out, but I really don't care. Just me personally. It's Thomas Moreland salute. What's up? He said Spence was Arnique Salazar. This fight will be signed. Of course it would, bro.
Yes, exactly.
Just let niggas know that y'all. I mean, black people don't care if they do or don't fight outside of boxing. The zone will be fired some nights. They just don't be having nothing that I'll be interested in, to be honest, bro. I mean,
honestly, it's just.
I mean, nobody in boxing really got shit you be interested in. PBC just got the names.
That's it.
Yeah, like if fighters, even if you had
they're not matching the names up with each other.
Even if you don't have fighters that are just not super heavy on social media, you could at least fought them or at least put their name out there more. Just say, hey, this person is fighting. You remember when Canelo was fighting Plant. I never forget. I could not go up on my phone without something popping up about Caleb Plant. In the promo popping up, it was just what's happening. Like that just needs to happen in boxing, but they don't do it. So I mean, y'all can kind of suffer the consequences. We've been talking about this for years.
All I know is random thought. All I know is I ain't never met no Jamaican man that called himself a fish.
You mean?
You still on that big fish thing, man? It was a joke. It was a joke when I heard it.
Ain't no way no Jamaican man calling himself fish. That's all I'm gonna.
From now on, he turned heel. He turned heel, Kobe. Like he had his persona in WWE, and then he switched to SmackDown and said, "I'm Big Fish now." It was once man down.
He said, "What's good, Kobe Flame on?" He said, "Durant and Leonard too was at the New Orleans Superdome. That fight was a mega fight, dog.
Super mega
Man,
fight.
they
I can imagine.
They ain't trying. They ain't really trying. I'm like really over it, but I don't know." He said that's why inflation is going on. Thug and D. He said Joey Chas, NBA is losing fans. Those new contracts are not guaranteed.
Yes, they are guaranteed.
Yes, they are.
What you talking about?
What you mean? What else they gonna put on? They put soccer on TV. Nobody gonna watch it.
He
bro.
said no. He talking about something. He said that they invested in soccer. Don't nobody watch no soccer on ESPN.
Nobody watch that, bro. No Americans watch that sport. None. You don't see it.
None. I wouldn't say none. I mean,
who watch it? Who watch it?
Americans.
We're not talking about our American Armenians, American Indians. Nobody watch.
That's kind of the point, though. I mean, that's what they like to watch. I mean, they ain't gonna support our teams as much, but
nobody. But you'll see. Hold on. You'll see more of them wearing our jerseys in our sports than us wearing they shit.
I mean, you gotta realize the league for soccer is just there's so many different leagues that
nobody over here cares. Nobody of American descent cares. They don't care about it. It's a sport that's born as a mug. It's nothing going on.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody getting hit. Nobody getting kicked. Nobody getting elbowed.
Let me at least have some hope, CJ.
You doing all this for one goal. At least in hockey, you see somebody get smashed.
I heard hockey game is the latest.
Yeah, it is. At least I've been talking game. At least somebody get hit. Somebody in soccer, bro.
I'm gonna look up the
reason soccer is so popular, bro. The same reason was basketball. It's cheap to play, bro.
And
around the world, they got soccer fields, and all you need is a ball, bro. No type of ball, don't matter.
CJ, and soccer, the reason really why it's so popular, it's the oldest sport ever. That's why. And like CJ said, it's.
I mean, boxing is the oldest sport ever. Boxing is the oldest sport ever.
But boxing is expensive, though. Boxing and baseball are both expensive. The equipment alone is just too much money.
Wait, but them soccer stadiums and all that stuff ain't expensive?
We saying to play soccer as a kid to get involved in soccer.
Baseball. They say it costs thousands to play travel.
It costs thousands, and to box, to travel for boxing.
Well, they be having sponsorships.
CJ, yes or no? You don't gotta be on no travel team or AAU to play basketball and get recognized. You could literally be good in your school and take them somewhere, and you could get noticed, and somebody will sponsor you and put you in a better school. Boxing different, baseball different.
Flame Owens 24 say they can't pay Crawford what they can't pay Spence. I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, who really cares, bro? And that's why they are playing at the Drew League. I see a lockdown cut. Ain't no damn lockdown.
No, that's not no lockdown. They just doing that to
they always do that shit. Kobe did.
Kobe went to the Drew League, but that was during the lockdown. But they always do that. It's just that they NBA and the basketball players, and this is what an agent is for. When they see LeBron go there, the rest of the agents said, "Yo,
they can't afford no lockdown, bro."
No, they can't. They can't
afford another.
They just lost so much money, and that idiot Daryl Morey said what he said a couple
years ago.
And
they lost, not just in general. The economy can't. It'd be a third world fucking country by the time you blink. They can't afford that shit again.
No, they can't. No. And like I said, that idiot Daryl Morey went out here and ran his mouth. So the NBA trying to recoup some money too.
Can't nobody afford that. They just can't afford it. And they couldn't even afford to pay people. They show you they can pay people who are working a living wage, but they just choose not to. Pro Box, talking about Roy Jones shot the kid, but CJ, everyone be safe. There's a summer flu in California. And wash your hands, cover your face. That shit crazy. Monkeypox going around and shit. That shit wild. I seen a picture of somebody that had it. Damn. I'm mad to say pro boxing might be the best formula. You think so? He's a great platform. He said boxing has the worst business models in sports, especially pay-per-view. It is. I mean, he put people on pay-per-view that people they never really seen fight.
Like Mario.
And then Bob also talked about the piracy being an issue.
You want to know what's sad
which
though?
I don't wait. Time out. Hold on. Because I also don't believe that the piracy is a big issue because guess what? Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield 2. Riddick Bowe versus Galata. All those fights I watched on a hot box. So I don't know where they talking about piracy. I watched most of the pay-per-views. I didn't support them when I was my parents didn't support them. My uncle didn't support it. He had a hot box. He installed those things. So, and they still were selling. Oscar De La Hoya versus Trinidad.
UFC sale. What you mean? You can get them just as easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's kind of the same as saying like bootlegs ruin movies. Like they didn't.
No, they didn't.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, piracy is huge with movies, but they still sell.
Wait, time
like
out. So that's like saying, piracy ruined the music industry. No, it didn't.
They just switched the hustle up.
They just switched the hustle up.
Okay, so
no, it didn't.
It's a little different with music. Hold up. I got some opinions on that.
And 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Eminem, every album he dropped, he was dropped over 800 million, 800,000 his first week. His first week in sales. Taylor Swift out there selling per album.
There is a little different, like of course, especially when you're talking about rap, because it's just as far as like the norm now, it's just not. I don't think it's the norm now for people just to be buying albums as much as they used to be. They just, they're just going to listen to it.
It's cheap.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So you can make an argument that it directly affects your money because you're not making sales off the actual album.
They don't make money off albums. So the record label make money.
No. Here's the thing: the artist is not going to make as much money because of the record labels and whatnot, but they still are making more money. The record labels in itself.
Yeah, they profit regardless. If they can advance you 500,000 or 100,000, 20, how much you really worth? And they recoup that shit so
easily.
If they made more money, you just not gonna keep it.
And they recoup that shit, so it don't really even matter, bro. He said Roy was a bigger star than Spence, but Spence never swore Roy was jealous of Spence. Man, Roy Jones was a superhero at this time. Bro. Dusty Mayweather shoes. He said Al Heyman hypnosis these fighters. Hypnotize, I think he meant.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
Al Heyman saved my life.
I ain't gonna be.
They said they ain't somebody. I don't know how true this is. But they go around the internet saying that he make you say
CJ.
He make you say thank you after this fight.
Al Heyman sound like he a grand wizard in the Church of Scientology. Yeah, I said it.
No, it's just the way he got in the non-disclosure agreements.
That's the same thing as the Church of Scientology. You got to thank the dude who invented it too.
Hey, we saw. How tall is Al Heyman? I can't speak on that. We love Al Heyman over here.
Oh, Luis Cuba spoke on him coming to Mayweather Gym and shit, buying them all shirts. He said he made him cover all the windows and shit, all that type of shit. So, like I said, it's like
you talking about the strength and conditioning coach?
No, the fighter, nigga. The fighter, nigga. Luis Cuba Aries.
Oh, who fought Daniel Jacobs?
Yeah,
he cried and
moaned. He talking about that. The nigga said he made him cover all the windows. He said he bought them all suits and shit. If any nigga moving like that, bro, I don't know why he moving like that, but it ain't from up to me to say. It's a couple of things. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. It is what it is. My mama say Puff need to come out. She said, "Why he dating that young ass girl?" We went to dinner the other day.
Can't stop both sides.
Man, they gonna keep talking about Puff in that light, man. It's that podcast he did, bro. Remember that podcast?
I ain't gonna lie, old girl fine as hell. Old girl fine. She's just an airhead though.
I can't stand her.
Oh, she fine though. They shot at her. They tried to kill her when she was pregnant.
Good. I wish they would have hit her. Waste of
period. Yeah. You don't think she fine?
Did you see the?
I think she. I don't listen. We get to a point in age. Me and you at that age.
She probably don't even be like that, bro. I think a lot of that shit be a persona, dog.
Well, it's unattractive to me.
Some people it is. Old girl seems to be a little bit more cooler than her though.
The other one.
Yeah.
What persona is she giving off?
That hood rapper, man. If you really got Megan Thee Stallion and put her start chopping up, she not. They a lot of chicks that be doing all that twerking and shit. You get them in a room, whatever. Them bitch be scared, dog. They be all like quiet and shy. Shit, I usually don't do this.
Oh no, CJ, they got a lot of practice, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
I don't know, CJ.
I'm telling you, bro. They
I think a lot of times you met.
No, they not, bro. I'm telling you, they got.
I think you met a lot of girls.
That's like T.I., bro. Like I wouldn't say that's like T.I., bro. He talk all that shit on this record. You think Tiny really allowed that shit, bro?
Absolutely not.
Okay, bro, it's the same thing, bro. If you really rocking with somebody, they don't really be like that, bro. It's like a movie, bro. Like she playing a character, bro. Now she might when y'all get in the bed, you get to know, yeah, she might yell whoop whoop whoop, but they ain't really be like that, bro. Like she might be truly.
But you get what I'm saying.
So how many?
I see what you're saying, but I ain't really tripping on it. She got the bag though. That make it easier for you though.
True.
Yeah. So
sign right here. You know what I'm saying?
She was like, "What you want me to buy you?"
That dude when the Ivory Coast played, Lisa Ray had her buying her gifts and using her own money.
Yep.
Shout out to Kofi Jr. Subscribe to Kofi Jr. The latest greatest hip hop news. That was on Showtime, right? Yeah, he right. Yep. He said, "What's up, Kobe?" Kofi he said, "What's up, Battle Rifle?"
Kofi, what's good, my brother?
Click the date. He said, "Salute to everyone." In the chat, smash the like button and click the link tree and sub to all social media platforms and podcasts. Miles just walked out of here for some reason. Why? It was on Showtime. So they tried to force feed Povetkin to Wilder, even if he was on PEDS.
Wilder
never got paid from that fight either.
Nope.
Crazy. Ali fought a big fights at the Superdome too. Not just Ray Leonard and Hearns. They were stars. Boxing ain't built over here no more. I mean, they don't travel no more. Hector Camacho fought in Canada. How about Canada, but Alaska.
Bro,
yeah.
You know, you got to think about it. If you putting shows somewhere, you promoting it to your local community. They really should be hitting community cities that don't really have professional sports. That's where they really should be hitting their smaller cars.
Like Omaha.
Has Triple G did the most traveling out of any boxer.
Lately. Foreigners gotta travel though.
Yeah, because don't nobody know him.
No, I mean like okay, so
Tank is an anomaly too.
Yeah, because he
fight West and East.
But like I said, the crowd travel with Tank because he has a connection with the youth and in the urban communities. So, unfortunately for him, regardless of how they pay it, wink wink, the urban community they're willing to pay to see Tank, whether you like it or not, whether you agree or not. But when it comes to Earl, Earl can't go to New York and sell out. Earl can't go to Garden and sell out. Whether it be
he from over there though, that's different.
Who?
Tank.
Yeah, I'm saying like Tank went to the West Coast too. Tank been everywhere except Texas. And I'm not saying, and to be honest, I think Tank could go to Texas and do his thing too because he did his thing in Atlanta. So I just think that a guy like Earl, Charlo's, I'm trying to name black fighters. I don't think that they're as popular as they think they are.
Kobe. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't think they're as popular as they think they are.
Of course not. Yeah, they living in a fantasy. Like somebody should have told Jamal years ago. Somebody should have definitely told Errol, and somebody probably should have told people like what's another example? Probably Wilder too. That kind of went into his head. Like I don't think he understands that how much of the people that watch this fight didn't know about him until like Radio Raheem and stuff like that. Like it's
But the thing with Wilder though. But you think the thing with Wilder though is, and the reason why I kind of separate him is because he had, if we talk about the internet too, his knockouts were meme worthy. Like if you look at this Stavern knockout, that was a meme. Right. That was funny. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Look at the way Dominic Brazil fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like even who's another person that he knocked out? It was like
Stavern. I mean, I'm sorry for Spilka.
Yeah. Like Jinx. Those things. Like so, if all you had to do was show somebody a 2-minute clip of his knockout, they would be like, "Oh, no, I got to go see this guy fight." Or,
yeah, because like we got the YouTube shorts now, so
exactly.
People play that same behind music over and over, and then they play like the sound effects of him just like knocking somebody. I mean, Adonis. I think a chiseled Adonis. I think he put a lot of boxes on because he always making like a funny vid related to those boxes. So like if they put that up on Wilder. Or if they just made the joke, you remember the windmill Wilder? If they made it as a joke, they still would generate publicity. So
yeah, so those type of things. That's why I kind of separate Wilder from that conversation. But the rest of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like they really have to, they really have to come to grips and come to terms with the big paydays that come with you putting in the work outside of the sport and making yourself more marketable. Like they got to realize they're a brand at the end of the day, and then realize that they're also athletes as well too. Like they can't be out here getting in trouble every time in between fights. Like most of these black boxers have been doing.
Tank, I don't think he really understands either. Like you making bread, but like it's because honest to God, like you making bread, but it's not really what you think it is now.
Yeah, it's like you could be making so much
more. If Ryan Garcia's stock value has dropped, but if Ryan Garcia offer you a fight, you're gonna be jumping at the opportunity for that fight because I know you want to make more.
He promoted
get more fans. Exactly. So that's exactly what would happen. He would jump at the opportunity for it.
So nobody watching this loud. He said, it's fun in games on the fun to play on the game systems. Yeah, they ain't got no marketing there neither. Thurman versus Spence is next. I don't know. I don't think he gonna fight Thurman. I don't feel like pirating fights anymore.
You want to spend your money on something? You want to spend your money on trash?
Maybe he wanted on free TV. Al Heyman hypnotized fighters with his bald spot on the back of his head. New media guys with the credentials be like, "Sorry, Al Heyman, you're the best manager." They be kissing Al Heyman ass, but it is what it is.
I got a question though. Did you see the new Black Panther 2 trailer, CJ?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I think they got some. They didn't really directly show him. I don't even know who it's going to be. It might.
They saying it's a female.
It might be because it's showing a lot of females in the trailer. It got like this dude posted a video. He put like he hated because he think it's got like a lot of women gonna take over. I don't really be caring though. Like if you gonna do that, I would rather you just make a good movie instead of just trying to push a message. But he upset about that.
Man, I want to see. I can't wait till the Shazam 2 and Black Adam come out.
That's the only thing I care about, to be honest.
Y'all got any questions? I'll answer them now. They released a new Marvel Universe was coming up.
The Phase 5. Phase 5. I could care less for Phase 5 because.
Yeah, Phase 4 was so lackluster. Honestly, like a lot of the TV shows, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get all to. Okay, so. First of all, I didn't watch. I don't think I'm going to watch She-Hulk. I might, depending on what I hear.
Fire! Stop
playing. I didn't see Miss Marvel.
I've never.
That is Phase 4.
I've never watched any other shows.
Man, you tripping? Loki was fire.
Eternals was trash. Yeah, Eternals was trash.
Loki
Thor: Love and Thunder was trash.
I didn't see
it. I heard it wasn't trash. Chill out.
They said it was a comedy. They said it was a comedy. They said it was a comedy and people expecting our action, dog. That's all.
Because Thor Ragnarok was comedy. It was way better. Like Thor
Ragnarok was fire.
Love and Thunder. Yeah, Thor Love and Thunder is trash. So I have not seen Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was good. It was good.
I have not seen that. But
the TV shows is fire. Other than Miss Marvel was alright. I ain't finished it. They TV shows is fire. I don't know what you talking about.
I haven't seen any of them.
No.
Crazy.
So if you,
I don't. You gonna give me? You never gave me a Disney Plus.
Man, nigga, it's like $5, bro.
Who said I got $5 to spend? We in a recession.
Probably like $5, bro. What's $5 a month?
I live in New York, brother.
Kobe, you can't buy a Wendy's 4 for 4.
That nigga
I don't
eat
Wendy's.
Lobsters.
I eat fruits and veggies. My groceries on a bi-weekly basis cost $75, bro.
That's it?
You want a vegan diet?
Yeah, CJ, you talk about being a vegan is expensive. No, it is not.
Being a vegan is expensive, man.
No, it's not.
Are you kidding?
Listen.
Are you joking?
Well, hold on. That's when you eat substitute foods like vegan burgers and vegan hot dogs. I don't eat shit like that. I eat vegetables and fruits, bro.
You know how much quinoa costs, bro?
Bro, you crazy? Nobody eating that shit, man. That shit nasty.
Yes. Oh, you don't like quinoa? That's not true.
I ain't eat no shit that's supposed to be some shit.
What?
No. Quinoa is just a grain.
Quinoa's a grain, CJ.
It's a grain. It's not no substitute. But it's pretty much in most.
Get you some hemp heart, nigga.
Hemp hearts are great. I love hemp hearts.
Yeah, you can eat. You can literally eat what you want to eat. I would just say the pork and the red meat is if you're gonna eat that shit, it's like once a quarter type of thing.
CJ, the pork, that thing.
The red meat,
especially in black males.
Red meat is just as
deadly.
Yeah, if you don't,
what that stuff does to your prostate over time, especially in us African American.
Bacon is so good, motherfucker. Bacon is good.
Disgusting.
Yeah, bacon.
Bacon is good as a motherfucker.
I never liked it.
If anything, I'm not big on like sausage. I'm not big on ribs. I'm not big on like brisket. Like I'm not big on like I know it's
I can eat it. You can eat that shit in moderation, bro. Sometimes you need.
Yeah, like I'm not big on brisket and what they call it, the pork.
Yeah,
pork. I'm not really big on those. Like, the only thing
I like turkey substitutes, like turkey. I'm not
like turkey bacon.
All right, so CJ, I'm gonna read them off.
Than a regular pepper.
I'm gonna read them off, CJ. Black Widow was okay. Shang-Chi was trash.
That shit.
I heard Shang-Chi was fire. I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
Nah, y'all
that
tripping.
Shit was fire.
Shang-Chi was trash. It got some cool fight scenes, but the story is just trash.
Nigga talking some bullshit now. Nigga talking some bullshit now. Nigga Shang-Chi is motherfucking fire, dude. My girl even like.
I heard Shang-Chi. Listen, I ain't seen Shang-Chi, but everybody that I asked about Shang-Chi said that thing was
fire, nigga. I watched that shit like twice, I believe. That shit was fire.
Nah, and you know what? Now I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably.
Oh yeah, man, that shit fire, nigga. Especially if you got it in 4K, nigga.
Oh yeah, I'm in a spot with a 4K TV, so I'm definitely.
Oh, that shit fire, nigga. That nigga probably still talking too.
He definitely going down the list right now. He's definitely going down the list. But yeah, that
a lot of people does.
Yeah, I told you.
That was a good one, CJ.
I told you.
Battle Rifle, you are the dude.
Man.
I was just trying to read them off, man.
Go ahead. Go keep going. It's on you.
Well, did you see Hawkeye?
Fire. You talking about the TV show?
Yeah, Hawkeye was actually pretty dope.
Only thing I ain't like was the end. Like, did the nigga live or not live?
Wait, can I ask you
a question? About Kingpin?
Yeah.
Did any of y'all hear anything about Invincible coming back?
Yeah, it's like
no news.
It's like 20. They're going to have like 30 episodes when they come back.
Word?
Oh heck no, you tripping? See, there is.
Yeah, yes it is. Ask Adonis. Ask Lion Killer. Yes, it is.
I need to see that.
No way.
They got who I think they about to have because the storyline was going.
That shit supposed to be like supposed to be like 30 episodes.
Invincible.
There's no way.
That was that joint, bro.
Because they made it used to be 30 fucking episodes for every TV show.
Yeah, for animations. Yeah,
it used to be, not anymore. They don't do that no more.
Episodes?
Yeah, that was anime. That's the days when people used to slip. It's still the days when people used to. No, but it's different though. Those are the days where like Toonami used to slave its workers like day and night. Like people, like it's more rule stricter now for that. Like that don't happen now. It's only a small group of people working on Invincible. It's not like a full group of people slaving day and night like on Toonami animes like Bleach and One Piece.
Yeah, Bleach was the fire too. You just reminded me.
I don't see no news for that, CJ. The season 2.
That shit was like last year. They was talking about that shit.
I think that was a rumor. I thought
they was gonna be back by this year, then. But a lot of them actors that's on that show is big name actors too, so they probably get scheduled.
It's almost every single actor from The Walking Dead, with the exception of what's the guy Sterling
and
Zazie Beetz and yeah, I'm saying Zazie Beetz and what's the guy from Spider-Man, Sterling? What's his name?
They said third Thor was just okay, but all Thors is trash. Yeah, I don't I ain't really no Thor fan. Ragnarok, bro, I couldn't hold my attention. I watched it like 10 minutes, 20 minutes the other day.
I watched Ragnarok.
You gotta watch the whole thing, CJ. Ragnarok is actually. Ragnarok is not the best Marvel movie by any means, but it's definitely one of the best.
It's not even the best story. The first one is the second one.
The best.
Dude, you're tripping. Dude, everybody hates Thor: Dark World. It's so boring. Dark World is the second one. It's so boring.
The first one then. The first one was the best one. I'm sorry.
Everybody hates that one too. It was boring.
They bringing Blade back.
No, I'm not looking forward to that.
Blade is on.
Because, bro, let me explain. when Wesley Snipes did Blade,
Bro, oh boy,
hold on.
boy was fire. Oh boy,
CJ, let him
fire.
speak,
Hold on.
He about to
Let me
talk some
explain.
bullshit. He about to say
No,
some
I'm
BS.
not.
Watch.
When Wesley Snipes was Blade was distributed through New Line Cinema, so it wasn't a Marvel movie and it wasn't a Sony movie. It was more of a along the same vein
movie.
as like what's
Spider-Man.
the joint? No.
like Spider-Man.
What?
Sony,
No, not
like
even that. What's the gangster movies like? Menace to Society. It was a lot more gory.
Right.
And
You think they're going to tone down
They're
the
going
gore?
to tone it down and water it down. That's
honestly, that's my biggest.
I think Masala Ali can pull off Blade. I think he's a great actor.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you, but it's some things I disagree with. Me personally, I don't think nobody's ever really going to capture what Blade is like Wesley Snipes. Don't get me wrong; he is way different than his comic book counterpart. But most people, Blade is Wesley Snipes. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to capture that ever. Like, Sticky Fingers tried to do it.
But a lot of people thought nobody would ever be Batman the way Michael Keaton was. But you could also
but it's so different. Like the energy that Wesley Snipes gives off, like in his role, like
you gotta see.
Don't get me wrong. I love Mahershala Ali. The dude, like pause. Like the dude is a great actor. But the pack.
They got this nigga gunshot, bro. Here we go.
Yeah, I know, man. Y'all always on it.
He said Marvel was trash. Marvel's straight, bro.
But here's the thing.
It is what it is, for. You're not gonna get like DC, like what you get from like what's my man's name, John Cena. What was his TV show called? I forgot so fast.
Peacemaker.
Man, that shit was fire. Now compared
that's another one I ain't see either.
Like adult, like if you like adult, like gory shit, DC. That's why I like DC is dark. The Avengers are always like Marvel. Like,
actually, it's more so. Actually, it's more so like Marvel is pretty dark. It's just that once it got mainstream.
No, it's not.
No. If you read the Marvel comics, they do get dark.
I'm talking about this shit since Disney bought it.
He's talking about the cinematography.
I'm saying it's just that once that Iron Man, in a sense, and Hulk kickstarted it, it was more so PG-13 and everything else. But like Marvel, like look at Netflix and Marvel. It was all dark.
But look at this.
No, isn't that what it was? Like it really wasn't.
Daredevil is dark.
Like Daredevil is not. But it's not. It's not compared. It's not like Peacemaker, bro. It's not like. No,
I don't know if you've seen Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones was super dark.
Man, it's not like they can never be darker than DC,
listen,
bro.
When Marvel,
are you serious? It was a serial killer. Season 3 of Jessica Jones.
When Marvel tries to make an X-Men movie, that's what we gonna see because
they supposed to be infusing them. They supposed to be infusing them into the Marvel universe.
Ain't nothing gonna be better than Logan. They nothing gonna be better than top Logan. Logan was.
I don't know about
raw.
that. Did you X2?
Look at those movies were raw. The violence in them movies is what made them good. Marvel ain't gonna come out and make an X-Men movie to be on par with those films.
I get what you're saying because they kind of shot themselves in the foot with Dark Phoenix. Like apparently I just got this information.
And all of that.
It's not even that, Kobe. This is the dumbest thing ever. It's like somebody made a joke about it, and I found out about it, and I thought it was so crazy. Apparently, the same guy who wrote X-Men: The Last Stand, they gave him another opportunity to write an X-Men movie, so he wrote Dark Phoenix. I'm like, why would you get the same? I'm like, why would you get the same guy who wrote Last Guy to write Dark Phoenix when as far as most people I'm concerned, a lot of people hated Last Stand. So why would you do that? The
other one was trash. The one where they one where my man's came back.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
Was it Apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
Bro, I really don't get the hate for Apocalypse. I freaking love Apocalypse.
What?
I love Apocalypse. I love Apocalypse.
Like trash shit.
Have you ever read that comic book series? And they tried to substitute.
I haven't. But here's my thing though.
Wait. Before you go into it, let me tell you something. X-Men from here on out don't need to be a movie. They should make X-Men a TV show.
That is coming back.
Like the 90s.
The anime. They rebooted that. They rebooted the anime.
Animated.
They already rebooted it.
They need to do it like
they're rebooting it again. The 90s X-Men.
The 90s X-Men was classic. They need to reboot X-Men if they want to do a live action X-Men. Do it like Smallville. Start from the start.
X-Men 1 and 2 were great though. I mean,
Yeah, but that's because Marvel and New Line Cinema gave. That's what I'm saying with the Blade thing. Like, then they started
actually that was
trying to.
Fox.
Fox, sorry, that's when they tried to. Then they tried to capitalize off the marketing and bring in more children in, and that's why you getting these watered down. They combined in Dark Phoenix, which is like a 12-book comic, and trying to fit it into a 1-hour movie. You can't do that.
Yeah. Honestly, guy, I think what it is, like, they really gonna have to they're gonna have to redo the whole thing over again. On top of that, as far as putting in the themes of what X-Men really entails, which is like diversity, they're gonna have to really bring in the A game.
No, wait, time out. Don't nobody want to see that in no damn movie because
Here's
see what you're talking about.
thing.
Wait, hold on. See what you're talking about. That's what the Black Panther movie about to be about, and don't nobody want to see that shit.
But the entire here's the thing. I really don't get why people would say that though, because the entire point of X-Men is diversity. It's taking these people from No, that is the entire point of X-Men.
Like about the comics. We're not talking about the point.
I'm literally referencing the comics. Like, do you know who Professor X and Magneto are based off?
Really? Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Okay, so look, the thing about it.
When we talk about the comics, these movies are based off of certain books. And those certain books, the moral of the story isn't equality and this and that. The problem with superhero movies till this day, up until present moment, when the internet came around, is that they keep trying to plug in certain social messages and social issues and people's rights and all of that. And it's pushing
it's not even. It's not that.
Groups, and that's what's pushing diehard fans away, and that's why you get shitty products.
It's not that. Like, okay, that's part of the reason. It's not really that. You can send a message in your film and still have a great film. Candyman did that. The point of the matter is, once you have a bad script and then you're hammering those messages over people's head, most people are going to find that very distasteful. You can still have a good.
You talking about the Candyman written by a dude that made the Nope movie?
Yeah. No, not that one. I'm talking about the original Candyman, the first Candyman. So the fact of the matter is, you can still put a message in your movie and it not be beaten over your head, or the movie just has a bad script. Those movies just have bad scripts. Ghostbusters, yeah, they tried to push diversity with all the women, but it's still a really bad script. Like, if anything, the movie is just really bad. Yeah, here's the thing. They took Michael Clark Duncan and made him Kingpin. Of all people, Michael Clark Duncan, a big black dude, Kingpin. But what was the movie suffering from? Just a bad script. It wasn't the fact that Michael Clark Duncan was bad or they're pushing a message. It's bad scripts altogether. So if they can do that with X-Men, actually get diverse characters and not actually push like a hard message, they can do the script great. Like, it's plenty of actors out there that can run these scripts as good as you make them, but if you don't have good scripts, they're just going to be bad movies. Period.
Okay, if you say so. I agree in a sense, but I still think they go out here and put some trash ass message in there and try to.
Because of Disney. It's because of Disney.
It's Disney. Come on now, you already know about Disney. CJ.
Yeah, I get that too. It's hopefully Kevin Feige. Actually steps in and be like, we're gonna get somebody actually decent.
They put Luke Cage on there. They put all the Luke Cage and Jessica Jones on. I don't know Jessica, but I see Luke Cage on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They ruined the.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, the old one, the one from Netflix is on.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why did they cancel that? That was a really good show.
Because of Netflix.
Netflix just has. I don't know. It was weird. They
started Disney Plus. And they want to transfer them shows over to Disney Plus.
No. They canceled those way before Disney Plus even came out.
No, they didn't. Bro, how you gonna tell me?
I remember when it happened,
bro. When Disney Plus deal came in, they canceled these shows. So you're talking to somebody who was literally watching all these shows. First, they canceled Iron Fist. Thought Wild Charles Martin was on HBO, nigga. Like,
that was you actually. But here's the thing,
bro. I'm telling you, dog. That's why they. Listen what you're saying, bro. That's why they talk about recasting Luke Cage with Terry Crews. What are you talking about?
No. Okay, I haven't even heard that. CJ,
okay. Why did they end up popping up on Disney Plus now? Then
because it's just not there anymore. It's not on Netflix. It's not. It's not.
Why is it not on Netflix anymore?
Yeah, Anthony, they
that Batman. I can't look. Let me explain.
You just don't know what you're talking about, bro. The deal. Look, you go look it up. While you talking, go look it up because you can look. You got a phone. Pretty sure you got a computer. Go look it up. What happened was when that Disney Plus when they finally created Disney Plus, Netflix still had the rights to the shows. So Disney Plus was like, well, we want the shows, but we're gonna let the contract run out. We're gonna reboot them on Disney Plus. And they're probably going to water them down as well.
Or definitely going to water them down.
So that's why.
I remember what was happening at the time. The first show that got canceled was Iron Fist. Shortly after that, it was Luke Cage.
They all got cut. And Daredevil was rebooting right on the new Marvel phase.
It's not even really. It's not even really rebooted. They just showed up as cameos. Like, what do you mean?
Bro, I'm looking at the fucking thing right now. Look, bro.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm looking it up too with you.
I don't have to look it up, bro. I got it on my phone. Hold on.
I mean, you could have just put it up on the screen.
I ain't got it on my computer. I got it on my phone. I did share it on Twitter. Hold on.
I think you did share it on Twitter.
Bro, it says Daredevil Spring 2024. Born Again. I don't know if it's a TV show or movie. So I'm telling you,
I think that's a TV show.
So they rebooted all of them shows. They're gonna reboot most of them shows.
Yeah, that was afterwards. You know, they just came out with this information, right?
Bro,
that was after Hawkeye. That was after Hawkeye release.
Bro, do you understand nothing? Bro.
That was after Hawkeye. I swear it was. It was after Hawkeye release. When you seen Kingpin in the last episode.
I thought you was about to hit him with the Chris Tucker. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my
mouth? You can't reason with him, bro.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever, man. You saying it like I'm just not trying to be reasonable, but whatever, man.
I'm trying to tell you, all that shit canceled.
Battle Rifle. It got canceled because the TV rights, they couldn't.
Hold on. I was almost guaranteed that Disney said they had to. Disney started its own streaming service, and they certainly want all the property under their own umbrella, rather somewhere else. Expect to hear Jessica Jones has also been canceled. This before it all happened. Disney Plus, Netflix original series was welcome. Because Disney Plus came, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
CJ, I remember this at the time because I was working with autistic kids, and they were kind of like my insiders when it came to all of this stuff, and they was like they canceled it because Disney doing their own streaming service.
Yes,
because Luke Cage.
Before it becomes official,
yeah,
you know they already told them they had to end that, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So if you're a Daredevil fan, if you're a Daredevil fan, sorry, but the bottom line comes first. Maybe there will be a new Daredevil on Disney Plus someday. Guess what?
There's a new Daredevil Plus coming out on Disney Plus.
He says, Brandon Cottrell said he's right. Luke Cage did get canceled before Disney Plus. But, okay, maybe it did. But they canceled some other shit.
No, it got canceled before the Disney deal, but that was because the Disney
deal was already came together.
And that was around the time, CJ.
When did Disney Plus come out?
But it don't matter. They probably already had a deal done that they was going to be on streaming service.
And that was around the same time when ESPN bought the Fox properties too. That time
you gotta understand, just because it wasn't official, they already knew they was gonna do this, bro. When they said, well, we want to do a Luke Cage season 4, whatever the fuck it was, 5, and Disney was like, no, we got something in the works. So that's all I'm saying. But let me get out here. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming on. Peace.
Yes, sir.